Hi everyone, thank you for your patience. Anybody who sat and waited for the few minutes, I'm sorry we're late, completely my fault. Well, toddler's fault, he wouldn't get to bed. But we're here finally, and I'm joined tonight by two of my lovely friends, Shelley and Naomi. Shelley is from Tales of Point Horror Book Club on Instagram, and Naomi is the author of two brilliant YA books, one of which I've just finished, and it is so good. I don't know whether you've got it handy, I'm just looking like desperately around me. Naomi showed a lovely cover, but it was so good. I had so much fun. You are going to have
I
such
can't
a good
wait.
Thank you.
Oh,
So glad you-
so I love books that can. It's called Game Over Girl for anybody who doesn't know, and I just had no idea where you were going with it, and I love that. It's like just so unpredictable. Yes, there it is.
Look at it.
It's so twisty and turny, and you're just so clever, Naomi. I mean, the things you can come up with the sci-fi and like the way you push virtual reality, it's so good.
Oh, thanks, David.
I'm so
You're
excited. I can't wait.
What date does it come out? It's only a couple of weeks now, isn't it?
Yeah, the 5th of January. So
Yay.
right after Christmas and during a cost of living crisis. Yay!
Well, I've got it on pre-order, so
Oh, bless you.
Bookshops are open, so it's an advantage over like first time round. Were bookshops open when your first book came out? They were just, I think, weren't they?
Was that what? Sorry.
Were the bookshops open? You know, when your first book came out.
Yeah, they were open. Yeah, but I didn't get a launch because we weren't doing like big parties. But I could go around bookshops and sign books, so that was all good.
Yes, awesome. And you've got your launch end of January, isn't it? Which I've booked a babysitter already.
End of January with Cynthia, which I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it'll be lovely. It's nice to be able to do things properly this time around and be able to actually talk to real people who want to read your book. So, yes, very exciting. Right. I'm just going to pop the comments because I can see quite a few popping up. So, in a minute, I'll come back to you two and see what you're planning to do in the sprints. Let me see. Is that? Oh, Stephen's popped on yesterday, I'm assuming, to say hi. Hi. Thank you for popping on, Lizzie.
Hello.
That sounds very good. I was just, I don't know whether you saw me saying I was just toddler wrangling, Lizzie, so I completely get that. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good use of sprints as well. Marple. I don't think I've heard of that. That sounds like your kind of thing, just in the title, Shelley. That. So can you tell us
that?
What is Marple? I like this. Instantly intrigued. Doing some kind of retelling. Let's jump through. Hi, Rick. Thank you for joining us. I mean, they might have. This is good at positivity. My internet said it's a little bit low, so if anybody can't see me very well, if I'm skipping, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, so you two, how are we feeling at this point of Christmas? Are we excited, exhausted?
I'm okay. I'm all right, actually. Because I've broken up from work earlier than I normally do. So
okay.
Because the job that I'm in now breaks up like earlier. So it feels weird having more time than I usually have before Christmas. It feels weird.
Oh no, just for a second.
Yeah, it feels weird having like so much time off. So I've not been doing much other than watching Christmas films and reading and stuff. So yeah, it's lovely. It's been nice so far.
Excellent. So what are you planning to do during the sprints this evening?
So I've got some like graphics to do for Point High Book Club. So I'm trying to do like end of year stuff. And then I'm also reading, or I'm going to start reading. Oh, it's not coming out. So Nothing More to Tell by Karen McManus.
Yeah.
I'm always a bit hit and miss with it's a bit controversial to say, but Karen McManus to me is a little bit hit and miss. So I thought I'd go third time lucky and try this because Melina suggested that we try and buddy read it. So yeah, I'm gonna try again.
What is that one? Is it a standalone or does it follow on from?
I think it's a standalone. So I think it's about a cold case, and then someone investigates this cold case. I think it's someone's teacher who died or something. So yeah, I'm quite intrigued, and also it just had sprayed edges. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go.
I've got Purple Edge one still to read. I don't know which one that is, but yeah, the sprayed edges.
Oh, the purple. Oh, there you go. It's on the back. I think it's You'll Be the Death of Me.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that one is either. I do need to read that.
Yeah.
How
So
about you,
yeah,
Naomi?
that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought you'd done then, Shell.
Oh, I am sorry. It's me talking too much.
Absolutely
fine. How about you, Naomi? What are you planning to do during the sprints tonight?
I'm going to be drafting, hopefully. I'm working on my first adult horror book.
Yeah.
I know. But I finally figured out what happens in the last like 15 to 20k of the book. So I'm just trying to write towards that, I think. So I'll see what we get done. But do you ever get to the point where like you know what's going to happen, you know how to end it, and you're scared to write?
Yes, completely. I ended up, I'd written 55k of my current project, and then when, how does this end? So I had to go back and edit it to kind of figure out what the ending was. Like, I knew a couple of them, and some of them, I knew what was going to happen. Like, I know which characters live and die and stuff like that. You'd be pleased to know, Shelley, lots of them die.
Yeah.
Because it's a standalone. I feel like,
well, depends.
To just read through my cast.
Depends if I love them or
yeah, I'm reading through my cast. So I've got a checklist of who's going to go and who's not, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. But reading it back through has kind of helped me to piece that together, I think. So how much do you reckon you've got left to do? Is that all you've got left to write then, Naomi, about that last 15k?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be too short for an adult book, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to get it in the drawer and then make it longer later. That's future Naomi's problem.
It just depends, doesn't it? I don't know, I think book lengths are getting a bit more fluid now. Like books kind of can be as long as they need to be. Like this, the book I'm planning to read, A Bit in Sprints, Bloody Fool for Love, it's only 250 pages with quite big font. It's a Spike prequel novel. It's really good, but it's really short and really quick. Like I can imagine it must only be 50 to 60k.
Yeah, that gives me
yeah, which I don't know. I think it's fine. Whereas the second Mina book, I was like, oh, it's going to be 70k like the first book. 105k later, I was like, I probably need to put this down. And I did. I cut 10k from it, so it ended up about 95k. So yeah, I think I'm less worried about word counts than I used to be. I don't know. And I think at the editing stage, you might find there's bits you can kind of flesh out or add, possibly.
And Amy just likes to pile the bodies up and kill off my favourite characters. So, yeah.
I saw, Naomi, was that just today that you had some exciting news as well about your house?
Sorry, did you say something to me?
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know whether it's my connection or yours. I think we're on a slight delay between. Oh dear, we've lost Naomi.
I think I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I just turn my camera off? I can't like hear you properly. Oh. So is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was just saying. Did I see on your Instagram or something that you've got a floor for your house now, or a foundation at least?
Yeah. I was just telling Shelley. Yeah, we've got our slab in, and I'm so excited now. Because it's like we're out the ground and it's been like a year, and poor Ollie has been out there in the snow trying to get it ready for concrete. So bless him, he collapsed in a heap yesterday when it was over.
Yeah, I can imagine. It must be amazing to be able to see the outline of your house now and just to be able to watch it grow. That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, it's good. I wish it was going faster, but it's going, so that's the point.
It happens. My brother's in a similar position where it's like a shell of a house that they're going to redo, and I thought, oh, that'll take a month or two, and it's like a year or more to even work on a house that is already built. So
it's one of them when you just constantly find like jobs to do and things like that, isn't it? It's like never ending.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be amazing. Having exactly the house you want is just really cool. I find it. Right, I'm just going to nip through because Britty's answered him after short story collection. That sounds so good. Immediately adding that to the list.
Oh, so it's got Ruth Ware, Karen McManus. Oh, Lucy Foley. Right, let me add that to my list.
Can we buddy read that, please, Shelley? Like ASAP.
Yeah.
That
sounds so good.
Oh, sorry you're stressed, Draker.
Oh, hooks.
Okay. I've never really got into darts. It might be one of those things I might have to try at some point.
Hit or
Yeah,
miss.
I haven't
Yeah,
read The Cousins.
I
I
haven't
don't
read
think
The
which one did
Cousins.
we buddy read a
Um,
couple of them, didn't we? I can't remember what the other one was.
so
We read One of Us Is
One of
Lying, and
Us
then
Is
I don't
Lying.
remember what the other one.
So You Can Keep a Secret. We
Ah,
read.
okay.
And then, yeah, this is my third go.
Fingers
So,
crossed.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
That sounds good. Diamond Paint. What's Diamond Paint? Is that a book or a
Oh,
fun thing to do?
I think it's like I don't know. I think it's like a like activity.
Is it a craft thing? That sounds
I
lovely.
think it's that's the word I was looking for. Craft. It had gone out of my head. Yeah, I think it
Oh.
is.
Oh, let us
I've
know what that
seen
is. It sounds really fun.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I'm just looking up that Marple book. And oh, okay.
Diary of Blood sounds so good. That's been on my list for the longest time. I
That's
think
what
they
it
sort of
looks
read.
like.
Oh,
That's that
cool. Yes.
My ring light's really bad tonight. But
I think I need
yeah,
that, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, I really want to read Diary of Blood. That is the retelling of The Brides of Dracula, I think, sort of from their perspective.
Oh, that sounds good.
I really wanted to get, there was like an old edition of it, and it's kind of a new edition. And yeah, I think it sounds really good. Amari and the Great Game. Is that Amari and the Night Brothers sequel, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Or just excellent. I haven't read the first one yet. I think is it middle grade, Amari and the Night Brothers? I haven't read that
it's
much
middle grade. Yeah, I can picture the cover because I think I've got it somewhere. But oh yeah, like see, you've got me back into cross stitch, Amy, because we were talking about it when we met up, and then I was like, oh, I'll order one. So now every night I've been sitting there doing my cross stitch. So
it's really fun, isn't it? Did I show you my horror one that I'm doing? I'm doing one with all different
like a picture.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just doing like a snowman one.
Yours is very cute. You could maybe modify it to make them like gory snowman or something. Blood in the snow.
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know the second one was out. I'm so bad with middle grade. I need to educate myself a little bit because there's things. Oh, Naomi's just popped off to try and sort her internet. She said she's not got a great connection at the minute. So might be a good time to go to Sprint. Oh, I'm just going to show you what I'm reading actually. So I mentioned Bloody Fall for Love, which is really, really good. So far, I'm about a third of the way through, and I'm also buddy reading this, my friend, The Very Merry Murder Club, which is winter mysteries by lots of great middle grade authors. It's so fun. I'm just going to add Naomi back on. Hello.
Yeah, look.
Hi, Naomi. I couldn't really hear what either of you were saying.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's so glitchy, isn't it? When you've not got good internet, it's really difficult with things like this.
Can you hear us better? Driving me batty. Sorry.
Hopefully you'll be able to hear us now. We've restarted.
Make it like the Point Horror Snowman. Yeah.
Was the Point Horror Snowman a vampire one? Was he just creepy?
That was what me and Naomi chatted about. I think it was a year tomorrow when we did the snowman. No, it was basically just about this stroppy teen who had a really dodgy uncle and a bloke with a red scarf.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I can't remember
questionable ambulance visits. Yeah.
Okay.
It was very random.
I've been so bad with Point Horror lately. That's been one of my resolutions for next year, to try and read them all. I keep buying them, and then I think I put too much on my TBR. So every single month, I end up reading the stuff that I've like promised to read. You know, that a buddy reads and stuff. So like the things like that have kind of gone down the pile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to behave and try and read them. You can hold me to account, shall I? Yeah, it's really good. Really good. I definitely recommend it. Right.
Yeah,
I think we'll go. I think we'll go to a 40-minute sprint. You two, I think you're leaving at 9, aren't you, Shelley? So it's up to you, Naomi, as long as you want to stay.
Just before.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's only because I'm addicted to the traitors. That's what it is. And I'm like, it's the final tonight, and me and my mum have to text. Yeah, honestly, that's the only reason. I'll just admit it now.
Yeah, good excuse. I don't know what it is. You're gonna have to tell. Is it something that I need to watch? Do you think?
I think you'd like it as long as you can avoid like the spoilers. I think you'd like it. It's like it's basically there's like 3 traitors, and then this group have to discover who they are. But it's just like a psychological kind of game. It's yeah, I got
It sounds
addicted to
good.
it.
I always get really hooked on reality TV shows. So a reality TV show with kind of a murder mystery type element sounds really good.
Yeah, it's, and then like they either get like banished or murdered and things. It's really like silly, but I didn't think I'd get addicted to it, but I have. And here we
Oh
are.
no, I can see that completely. All right, I think
Yeah.
we've lost Naomi again. So
Oh,
we'll go
bless
to a
her.
script. We'll do 40 minutes and then hopefully she'll be able to pop back on. But if not, then we will catch up with her at some other point. Yeah, I'll pop the timer on. The cat will meow in 40 minutes. So we'll see you on the other side.
See you.
Bye. Hi. Hope the cat didn't make you jump too much. Did it make you jump,
Hello.
Shelley?
Only a little bit this time. I clocked it just as it went off.
Oh, I wasn't ready for it. It was only because Kev said how many minutes were left. I was like, 3 seconds. I put my laptop down. I was just engrossed. I've nearly finished editing the scene, and I really wanted to finish it. Like, I've just got all this stuff in my head. So,
You need to.
I hope it'll be all right. I'll remember it. How did you get on in the sprint?
Yeah, all right. I've done a couple of graphics for my end of year point horror stuff. I've read about 20 pages of Nothing More to Tell. So, yeah, it's just setting up the kind of backstory at the moment of this like cold case that they're obviously going to try and solve. Yeah, so I'll let you know how I get on with it, but it's always hard to tell right at the start of a book, isn't it? I think, but
yeah, it is. And I seem to remember from our discussions, like we kind of held out what we thought until the ending of the other two, didn't we? And it was some of the stuff about how it resolved that was more what we had questions.
Yeah, so I'll let you know how I get on with it.
Have you read the Truly Devious books, the Maureen Johnson ones?
No, I've got them, but I haven't read those yet. But I know you said they're really, really good.
Yeah, they are. And the cold case thing just made me think of it because the girl in the first book, well, in fact, the whole trilogy really, she's trying to solve this case from so many years before that, like the police and the detectives haven't been able to solve, and she decides that she's going to try and do it. And yeah, that it's really fun because it's kind of it's a real challenge for her because obviously it happened so long ago. I can't remember exactly how long, but like, technology was different and stuff. So yeah, they're really good. I definitely recommend those.
And the new one is set in the 90s, I think, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I think the main character's still in the present day, but she's researching something that happened in the 90s in England or something like that.
I need to get onto that series.
Yeah, I've got it pre-ordered. Yeah, I think you'd need these are sort of standalones, I think, the new ones that are coming out, but it's still the main character. It's just not the Truly Devious arc now.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd need to read the Truly Devious ones first, I think, because it's them, and then I think Box in the Woods was the other one, and then which was the Truly Devious, and then it's this new one as well.
Yeah, I'll have to get onto those. I bought them ages ago, and I've just never got around to them.
Well, that's
Story of our lives.
I know. When I've read the first one, I read all three of them. I did the same with Good Girls Guide to Murder. I think book 1 and 2 were out, and I ended up reading them just before book 3 came out, and I was so glad because I had book 3 to read straight away.
Yeah. Sometimes I like that though. With if there's trilogies and that, I do like to wait. Because I always remember reading the Diviners by Libba Bray.
Yeah.
And I read the first book, and then I think it was a couple of years until the second book came out. But they're that thick. They're like really thick, chunky books that when I read the second one, I don't think I appreciated it because I should have reread the first one.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I just never read like the rest because I thought I need to invest some time in rereading and then just blast through them. But
I did the exact same thing with those books because they are quite intense, aren't they?
Yeah, someone said for me to try them on audiobook. So just to get through them, and then I'll probably enjoy them a little bit more because I really loved the first one. I thought it was really good, but it was just too much time between them. My memory's not great. I'm getting old.
The second one had loads of stuff to do with dreams in as well, and I found it a little bit confusing, I think. And as soon as because I was listening to the audiobook, and I think I was tuning out on some of the stuff that got a bit more fantasy based.
I just love the setting, the 1920s setting and things like
it's
that.
Really cool. And the mystery was really good in the first one as well. I'm just going to pop to the comments because if you're popping up, hi Ellie, thank you for joining us. Hi Han. I haven't heard of that. I'm wondering if I can picture the cover. Is that a contemporary? It sounds like it. Have you heard of that one, Charlotte?
No, I've not heard of that one, but yeah, it sounds intriguing.
I trust Han's taste in.
I always get so many recommendations.
I know. Well, I just sat and ordered in the other sprints. I just sat and ordered that Marple.
Yeah, so I did as well. I ordered that as well. Yeah.
It's so bad. Awesome, Brittany. Well done. Let us know anybody else if you'd like to tell us how you're getting on. Well done. Listening to 8%. It's great. Whoa, I wish 80 pages left. I was going to say, I thought you'd read 80 pages in that sprint. I thought that would have been amazing. You're getting close. I reckon you might be able to finish that, Kay, in the next couple of sprints. No, I haven't.
No.
I do want to see, because I think I've heard it's a bit different from the book.
Yeah,
so,
I wonder if they've changed something in it. I think I haven't seen it. I just I heard about it, but yeah, I need to watch it.
It depends what they've changed, doesn't it? Because if it's the one thing that we discussed, it might be a good thing.
Well,
if it was just
I'll have to give it a go.
Don't spoil it for anyone. Oh, that's very, very good of you, Lizzie. I've been so bad. I don't use Storygraph, but I use Goodreads, and I don't think I've used it this year. I think I need to go back and kind of update the whole year.
I'm so bad. I start off well at the start of the year, and then I just forget to update things. And I think is Storygraph like more visual than Goodreads?
I think so, and I think it's got different elements too. Like you can talk about the content of the books in your reviews and stuff like that. I think I've had a quick look at my book on it to see what people say. That's terrible practice because you never know what you're going to see, do you? But Goodreads. I think that's why I've got a bit tentative with that as well, because I don't like going on if people haven't tagged me in reviews. I don't want to kind of accidentally read stuff. I probably need to go through and mark off how I've got on this year. Yeah, I mean, I love it, but it's also really expensive. Although I now have empty bookshelves, Shelley. So Kev's finished. And I've got some empty ones. So of course I'm thinking
they won't be empty for long.
I know, rather than good empty bookshelves when I do. Okay, so this is Han's book.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds really good. I haven't read
what was
Honey
that?
yet.
The Honeys.
That was the Honeys, yeah. Add that to the list, Shelley.
I'm adding it to the list.
I want to add my list too. Yeah, it really does.
The Honeys.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned on here before that I'm doing a YA book club. So whenever I hear YA books that sound really interesting, I'm like, ooh, what could I add to that? Yeah, I'm so excited about reading Frozen Charlotte again. I read it when it first came out.
Oh, that book's so good. I can't wait to read it with you as well.
I know, it'll be lovely because I like the idea. I'm going to try for the first one doing it like reading so many pages a week so we can kind of have discussion points. So it'll be really interesting to see what people think of it because it absolutely terrified me. I read it on holiday and we were in all these caves and I on a day trip and I just kept seeing like these little blurs in my peripheral vision that I was sure were Frozen Charlotte dolls. Really, really, really
there is one scene in there because it's been a few years since I read it. I think I've read it twice, but there's one scene that always, I won't ruin it, but it always sticks in my mind and it involves like the dark and a camera. I don't know whether you remember that scene.
No, I can't. Maybe I blocked it out.
It terrified me. Like both times I read it, that scene is terrifying because it just played out like a horror movie. So I'm really excited to read it again because I won't sleep for like a week.
No, sorry. I really like that. The Red Eye books are really like visual and kind of cinematic, aren't they? I love that.
Yeah.
They're like a really good horror movie. Like The Lighthouse, Alex Bell's latest one is like that. It kind of it happens over a few days and I can just see it being adapted into a really creepy like atmospheric film. It's set on a really remote island with the lighthouse. That one yet. Yeah,
I've got it.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, thank you.
I'm excited.
It's really nice. Club. Lots of people are saying that Frozen Charlotte's either been on their TBR or like me and you, that they've read it so long ago that they kind of want to read it again. So I'm gonna have to think
I can't wait.
Do whether like I do pick older books for a while just because they might either be on people's TBRs or because I was thinking about picking a new book, but there's like 4 or 5 books that I want to read in January that are coming out. So I think it'd be really difficult.
Older books are a good shout because you know, everyone's the same. We've always got it on our TBR. We always keep meaning to get to it. So then it's a good excuse to just pick it up and read it along with other people. So, yeah, I think that's a good shout.
Well, I think we are going to go to another sprint, but we're probably going to lose you during this one because you've got your program to watch.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I completely understand. I really appreciate you coming. It's always lovely to chat. And we're going to see each other in real life soon, aren't we? Not many days.
Yes, we are.
Like a week.
In about a week, yeah. Yay!
Brilliant.
gone really quick. But yeah, thank you for having me. I'm sorry I have to leave early.
Oh, it's fine. I understand.
It's my own addiction to this
It's
program.
just that time of year, isn't it? There's great stuff to watch and, you know, family stuff to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, get it. And so yeah, I'll see you in like a week in real life. And I'll put us on the sprints now, so you can just kind of quietly disappear whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, I'll
And
do a little bit, and then I'll
yeah,
disappear.
sure.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. And then everyone else, I will see you in 40 minutes on the other side of the sprint, and I'll see you in real life in a week. I'll just get you back on. We'll do another 40, and then we will Hello, thank you everyone for coming back after the sprint. I hope you had a productive one. As you can see, I'm by myself now. Shelley had to go to watch a TV programme with her mum. Naomi was having trouble with her internet. So you've got me. I'll just let you know how I got on in the sprint, and then please let me know in the comments what you were reading or doing. So I managed to edit in a chapter, which I'm really pleased about. I'm really enjoying this work in progress now. I've got to a point where I feel like I really know the characters and the world, so I'm really excited about it. I also treated myself, because I finished a chapter with a little bit of Bloody Fool for Love. I am loving this book so much. It's a spy prequel, and the author, William Ritter, I haven't read any of his books before, but I really like his writing style. It's set in the early 1900s, so the historical time period is interesting. But it centres around Spike and a couple of other characters from the Buffyverse, and I think that William Ritter is doing a really good job of writing them in a way that's in keeping with the series. Especially Spike's dialogue is so good, which I was worried about because I think it's hard to capture Spike's personality, but I'm hearing James Masters in my head as I'm reading it, so I think that's a really good sign. So let's have a look in the comments how people are getting on. Thank you, Caroline. Yes, so the prequel, Charlotte says, that came out afterwards is really good, as well as Frozen Charlotte. For anybody who's missed it, Caroline's talking about the Way book club that I'm starting in January. So if you'd like to join us, the first book is Frozen Charlotte, and I'll be doing a live stream with a group of YouTubers at the end of the month to talk about it. Shelley said, thank you for having us. Thank you for having her. I can tell it's getting late. I'm already getting a bit incoherent. Hi, we've all been doing well. The three of us, obviously the other two have had to go, but I'll speak on their behalf. That sounds like a productive day. I've had quite a busy day looking after my toddler, but now the whole family is off for our Christmas break, so it should be a nice, relaxed time from here on out. Ooh, I didn't know that the Fairy Loot had an extra part. That's exciting. Is that an extra short story then, or something like that? Ooh, that sounds really good. I haven't heard of that, but I'm going to add it to the list. I've read other Melissa De La Cruz books before and really enjoyed them. I also, during that last sprint, ordered The Honeys that I think Han was reading, which is a YA horror that sounds brilliant. And I ordered Marple, which somebody else is reading, an anthology of stories about Miss Marple, written by modern authors. So these sprints are proving very expensive this evening. I think I'm going to jump to last sprint since I'm on my own. It's not a lot of conversation when it's just me. I'll do 30 minutes because, as you can hear, I'm already not talking proper sentences. And I think during this one, I may put on a Christmas film. So I'll probably pop in and out of camera. You may see me sitting and sewing and stuff. Just let me know in the last bit of time if you want to let us know what you've been doing. If you've watched any good Christmas films or TV shows recently. If you're watching Wednesday, please talk to me about it because I'm still not over how much I enjoyed that. And I'm going to go to the sprint now, so I'll see you in half an hour if you're still around to wrap up. Hello, and that is it for the last sprint. I hope you had a productive one. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. I'll just go through the few comments that have arrived during that last one and let you know what I got up to, and then I think we might call it a night. Okay, that's interesting. I'd like to know. That was talking about the extra material in some of the copies of Diary of Blood. Yes, so anybody who doesn't know, I have a toddler who's nearly 3, toddler child. And yeah, this is the first time that he's been really, really excited. He knows Santa's coming and he's excited about presents, keeps making strange requests like black paint for Christmas, and we keep adding things to the list. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to having this Christmas together. It's going to be really good. Okay, it's always a good sign, isn't it, when you're reading a book and you're sad that you're going to get to the end of it. Awesome. Oh, that's such good progress, Lizzie. Well done. I hope you're still enjoying it. So in that one, I read a little bit more of Bloody Fool for Love. I'm racing through this, so I need to slow down because I'm really enjoying it. I'm also working on a cross stitch. I'm going to try not to poke myself with it while I show you, but a little horror cross stitch. So we've got, I don't know how well you can see that, Chucky and the girl from The Ring so far. I did just manage to poke myself, so that was clever. And it's taken me a long time, which is quite nice because I think I can just do a little bit every day as a bit of relaxation. I think, I'm not sure if that's referring to my cross stitch, but if it is, thank you. I'm really enjoying doing it. I just find things like that, like cross stitches, jigsaws, anything that I can just relax at the end of the day is really good. I think that's the last comment, so I think we'll call it a night there. I'm hoping to do sprints next week. I don't think I've got anything on. So if you're around, feel free to join us at 7:30 p.m. UK time. If you'd like to join us for the YA book club that I'm starting in January, we're reading Frozen Charlotte. I'd love it if as many of you as possible could join in. So until next week, this is me signing off. Thank you as always for being involved. I'll have a new video up this weekend. So keep looking out my channel for new content, and I'll see you next time. Bye.